Good morning, everyone, and this is the We're Not in Kansas Anymore radio show. This is Blake Woody with Isaac Hyde, and we're going all around the sports spectrum today with our topics. First, we'll look at under-the-radar NBA free agency signings, who's going to contend in the second half of the MLB season, and who won the college basketball recruiting wars. So, Isaac, what are some under-the-radar NBA free agency signings that you saw?
I think that there were some underrated free agents that were signed already that were Al Jefferson and Paul Millsap. I think they were both very underrated in Utah, and now that they're with Charlotte and Atlanta, I think they'll get a lot better now that they have a playoff team.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, especially with Millsap. I think he gives them a great front court with Horford and Millsap up there, and in a weak Eastern Conference, I think they'll definitely compete for a playoff spot. And another signing that I really liked was Andre Kirilenko to the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, he'll probably be coming off the bench, but that was such a great deal to get him at the veteran minimum that other owners are asking for a probe of the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, it's insane how that guy gave up $10 million. I mean, $7 million. He had a $10 million offer sheet from the Wolves. So.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, now on to MLB. Who do you think will be the second half contenders, and who will play in the World Series this year?
I think in the World Series and the NL will be the St. Louis Cardinals. They're just dominating right now. And in the AL, I would have to go with the Detroit Tigers. And I think the Cardinals will indefinitely win the World Series.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can't argue with that with the World Series projection. Detroit, they've got a lot of great players. I mean, Miguel Cabrera, he's the best hitter right now. I think he's on pace to be one of the best hitters in history. And you got Max Scherzer, who just lost his first game on Friday or Saturday. So, I mean, he's been amazing. And then if he wins the Cy Young this year, it's 2 Cy Youngs on that staff. And the Cardinals, also, they got Carlos Beltran and great rookie.
Molina.
Yeah, and Shelby Miller. So, I mean, you could have 2 MVPs going against each other there. But I think the Tigers would win that matchup. It'd be a rematch of the 2006 World Series, and the Tigers would definitely want revenge. All right, and now on to our final topic. Who won the college basketball recruiting wars?
I'm going to have to go with Kansas. I mean, Andrew Wiggins is just too good. He's going to be the next LeBron James and Kevin Durant. Kansas has definitely won this.
I mean, yeah, Kansas, Andrew Wiggins is that type of prospect who's going to turn a team around and could be the next LeBron James or Kevin Durant. But I've got to go with Kentucky. They had like half of the top 10 or 20 prospects. I mean, Julius Randle, who's also one of those guys that could completely turn a franchise around. And the 2 Harrison twins, I mean, those are 3 top 10 picks. And it just shows, though, how complicated this is, who won, how great the draft is going to be next season, and how many teams are going to tank for that draft specifically. So, do we have any callers coming in?
Yeah, I just saw on SportsCenter that Cam Newton says he still roots for the Falcons even when they don't. Like, just when they don't play him. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's going to ruffle a lot of people's feathers around the league.
Yes,
As
definitely.
a big Panthers fan, it doesn't really bother me that much, honestly. I mean, as long as he plays his heart out for us, he can root for whoever he wants. He grew up in Atlanta, big Michael Vick fan. But, yeah, I mean, I hate the Falcons. But, I mean, you just saw Colin Kaepernick where the Dolphins had.
Yeah. I would have to agree with you. It's going to definitely get some people rallied up and definitely have some Cam Newton that they're not going to like that at all because they're division rivals. So I would have to say that he is definitely going to get some feedback from this comment.
Yeah, I mean, he is, but he needs to come out and play hard. I mean, he's the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
He needs to live up to those expectations. It's his 3rd year. This is pretty much a do or die year for Cam Newton, especially for Ron Rivera if he wants to keep his job. And yeah, so what do you think about the Panthers this year?
I think they will do better, but not as good as I don't think they're championship contenders.
I don't think they're championship contenders either, but especially for Cam to be making these comments, I mean, he's got to back it up with his play now, or people will get mad at him for saying anything just about. And, yeah. So this is the We're Not in Kansas radio show anymore. I'm Blake Woody, and this is Isaac Hyde. Thank you for watching.
Good night.